go on Facebook Live every once in a blue. Hey, Amanda, how you doing? And little baby Amanda. All right. I see everybody checking us out. We're gonna start recording our episode. This is, just watch the interview. You'll find out. You'll find out who he is. And we're like, who the hell is this guy? I call him a social media prophet. but I respect social media prophets to anybody out there listening.
Social media prophet.
Social media prophets. All right. You're gonna hear a little intro music, so feel free to might blast in your ear. So here we go.
PHNXMPM Live.
Make party be the movement. We make party.
PHNXMPM Live, PHNXMPM.com. We're here right now. We're back with another episode. Shout out to Jamie Parker, came through last week, and today I have another very good friend of mine, very talented, motivational friend of mine. He goes by the name Matt Valencia. When I want to say Matt Valenciago, but I'm gonna just say Matt Valencia. Matt, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm just enjoying the weekend, trying to get some work in. But
cool. Let's look at the mic a little closer.
Oh, okay. Cool.
There we go. Make sure we hear you.
Yeah.
So we got Matt Valencia, aka Matt V, aka Matt _V93 on Instagram. I'm giving him all the fake AKAs, aka Matt Valenciago. Thank you for being here. We're on Instagram Live on mine. We're on Instagram Live on your page, aka Instagram.com/whatever Matt MATT _V93. Go follow him right now. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for being on PHNXMPM Live. Now, for my listeners who do not know about Matt Valencia, who don't know who you are, what you do, tell them who is Matt Valenciago.
Okay, so
Matt Valencia.
So Matt Valenciago is
supermodel, aka
yeah.
international spy.
No, so I mean, I'm just an average guy. I worked a traditional 9 to 5, and on my after hours, I call myself an entrepreneur, but I'm still working on that.
You got an after hours job.
Yeah, right. So
that's where Matt Valenciago comes out.
I have right. I have a real estate property company that I'm working on right now,
okay.
And I'm also trying to just actively do motivational videos also to kind of inspire other people to get going on their business or whatever ideas that they have and pursue their dreams and goals. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
All right. Now you have been motivating people lately. You have been spreading you're spreading the good word, if you will. And that's why I brought you on the show. I've been on social media, browsing through, looking at all my talented, motivational make party friends. And I came across a video that you did maybe a couple weeks back. And then you did a couple more videos. And I was like, I got to get Matt on the show because he's preaching the good word, the motivational, the make party word. So what I want to do real quick is go to the first video that you posted, which prompted me to want to invite you to come on the show because I felt it was very motivational. It was very inspiring. So I'm trying to get that synced up. This is what happens when you are a one-man team. You are the host / producer / technician / AV guy.
Yeah.
So you posted this before I get into the video. Tell me, give me a little background about the video. Because you mentioned that you bumped into somebody and somebody gave you a message.
Yeah.
If you remember.
So the lady I met with, so again, I'm focusing on my real estate business. I'm networking with people, and I met this lady, and what she does is she pretty much rents property out, right?
Okay.
So she said it's important as long as you make a difference in the lives of others. So I asked her, obviously straightforwardly, it was like, how are you, making a difference? And she pretty much told me, she's like, making a difference can be a small contribution as long as it's something. So what she does is she rents out low income, not low income, but she rents out her property at pretty much break even to college kids.
Okay.
So that they can have a place to live close to campus instead of having to travel or whatever the case may be.
Airbnb type action kind of. Right?
Yeah, for college students primarily. So that's a way, and that prompted me to self-reflect and look at me and say, like, what? How am I making a difference, and how am I doing that, and how should I kind of try to spread that word continuously? Say, hey, look, all right, this is how I might benefit, or how I might benefit, how I might help others, and how others would help.
Okay, and speaking of spreading the word, that's what you did. And this is the video that you first posted that prompted me to say, you know what? Let's make party with Matt Valencia. Valenciago.
So I met this lady a couple weeks ago, and she told me, she's like, all that really matters is that you're making a difference in your community. So I kind of want to challenge everybody who's viewing this video to, this month, being the first of the month, make a difference in somebody's life. Make a difference in your community, make an impact in your community, because at the end of the day, ain't no politician going to make your community better than what it is. It's you that's responsible.
Excuse me. All right. So you posted that video.
Yep.
You posted that, and what was the response like from friends and family?
I mean, it was just basic, cheery response saying like, "Hey, it's a good message." I haven't really, I don't know if anybody's actively, doing what I kind of like asked them to do or whatever the case may be, or was inspired by it to go out into their community, because end of the day, that's the whole purpose. If nobody actively does it, then realistically, I wasn't successful.
Yeah.
You know?
Like nobody heard it.
They heard it, but they didn't, hear it.
They double tapped it.
Yeah, they double tapped it and commented and whatnot, but they didn't actually do out there and do it. So, I mean, if I just get one person to do it, then I think my goal initially is accomplished. If I get one person to go out of the community service, then my goal is accomplished.
Okay.
If I impact somebody, one person, that's all that matters to me. If I get touch one person per video, then if I put up 100 videos, then that's 100 people, 100 lives I've touched, and that's where it's.
So aside from these videos encouraging people to make a difference in their lives and their community, how else are you making a difference?
Okay. Yeah, pretty much reasonable. So what I do is I right now I'm working with a couple buddies of mine to start a financial education program.
Okay. Speaking of, I'm broke, so help me here. Nah.
Well, no. It's just realistically talk about the basics to kids primarily, so that when they become of our age and they know what the heck they're talking about, and it's not like life's not hitting them in the face financially because they don't understand it.
When that credit card company's like, hey, you want a credit card? It's free money.
Exactly.
And a couple of years later, you're double digit in debt. So I hear. Not saying that happened to me, but
well, it happened to me. Quite honestly, it happened to me. I got caught up in the credit card debt and whatnot, and it took me. It's still taking me some time to try to get out of it. Okay. So I want to try to avoid that for the next generation. And to me, that's what it's about. One generation helping the next generation through education, and that's one way. I'm still in the works of getting that started, but that's one way I'm working in the community, and trying to help kids understand finance a little more. And then also, like, I also give out. I'm with this group in New York, and they feed the homeless and stuff. Uh-huh. So I kind of work with them once a week, and that's something I actively do throughout the week, to make sure I do something.
So basically, what you're saying is you in these streets. And the reason why I say that, because, and let me know if you agree or not. There's people who will give a message, they'll share a message, they encourage people to do something, but they're not living that life themselves. But here we have Matt Valencia encouraging you to make a difference, and you're making a difference yourself. You're practicing what you preach. AKA he is in the streets. I speak the language of the kids. So then you made another video. Okay. Another video that made me say, I got to get him on this show. And it talked about grinding. I think the caption for the video was "grind even on a Friday," something like that. Like stay grinding on a Friday.
Definitely.
This is not what you think it means.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Some of you out there like, yeah, I be grinding on a Friday, dog. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about grinding hard work. So let's go real quick into your video about grinding on, it was the grind continues on a Friday. I want to butcher the name. So here we are, Matt Valencia, aka Matt Valenciago. The grind continues on a Friday, something like that, right? I'm butchering. Yeah. I am butchering the name.
The message.
The message is there. There we go. There we go.
What I noticed is that there is never a right time to do a great thing. There's never a right time to do something awesome, do something great. The stars will never align in your favor. You will never turn out and say, this is the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity. It doesn't happen. You create opportunities by actively working day to day, day in and day out. So go out there and keep hustling. Let's go.
Stay grinding. The grind continues on a Friday.
Yeah.
Who is that message really for? Who needs to hear that message?
Well, the reason why I put up that video in itself is that I struggled this with myself. Like,
Okay.
I started my real estate business out in February of last year. Yeah, legally I started in February of last year.
It's like legally. Before
Legally,
that, I was in these streets.
No, but before then, like hereafter, I didn't even start.
Nah.
I just signed. I pretty much not signed the paper, but I started it, with the federal government kind of in a sense, right, legally. But then I didn't do anything with it. It took me a lot of time to get started.
Why?
But then why? Because I felt uninspired, unmotivated, and then once I hit pretty much the end of January, I was like, all right, man, I started this. I can't finish it, willfully. I can't sit here and say, like, I can't not finish something that I started. So it's like, for me, it was like, what if there's someone else that's me back in February watching this video? And it's like, he needs that extra motivation to say, hey, look, the stars are never going to aline for you to do something.
Somebody who's also
You just got to go out there and do it. And
Somebody
at the
who's
end of the
also,
day, it's like, if you don't go out there and do it, it's never going to happen for you.
All right. Because there's other people who are on the brink of, they have this idea, but they was like, like on that brink of quitting.
Yeah. And, hopefully they see my video and they're like, oh, man, I got to do it, like, because it's true. The cards are never going to line in your favor.
All right. So that's why you got to stay grinding on a Friday.
Yeah, man, because, that's the social aspect of it, that, we work to Fridays, right? We work to the weekend, and then, well, some people, they work to the weekend, and it's like, by Monday they feel like crap, and then by Wednesday they're finally into the groove, and then Friday comes around, and it's a sick cycle, The way I look at it is every day has got to be pretty much the same, no matter what everybody else thinks.
Now the next question. Earlier I said you're a social media prophet, and I don't mean that as an insult, but there's a couple people on social media which I refer to them as social media prophets because they're spreading the word, they're giving motivational messages. Some of these people, a lot of these people are our age. They're in their 20s, 30s. But I'm almost positive that there's a bunch of other people listening who might say, you know what, I hear what he's saying, but who is he to be giving these life messages? He's young. He's in his early 20s, mid 20s. I ain't trying to give your age away because a lot of people watching mad girls watching like, how old is he or whatever. But what's your response to people who might say you're too young to be given these life lessons?
I mean, well, for me, my target is the youth. Yeah, the youth is the future of this country. Yeah, whichever way you want to cut it. The way you want to, however you want to cut it. That's how it is. And if I can inspire someone that's my age to say, hey man, he's my age. Look what he's doing. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's powerful. And to specifically to the question you just asked about whether or not to say I'm too young. Well, what makes me old enough? How old do I have to be? What do I have to experience for you to hear me?
Getting deep. Oh, I'm getting deep right now.
You know what I mean? Like how old do I have to be? And if that's the case, if I'm gonna wait until I'm old enough in your eyes, I'll never do it. Because I'll never be old enough. Because you're always gonna be older than me. I've gotten that a lot in my life where it's like people have told me, oh, you're only like 22, 23. And what does that mean?
I can still spit some knowledge, even though I'm 22, 23, 35, 45, 80.
I got eyes, I got ears. Yeah. I got a brain. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me. Nice. So to that, I just say, like, question is like, how old do I have to be for you to hear me?
Yeah. Now through your years of motivating people, spreading the word, encouraging people, have you had anyone come up to you and say, "Yo, Matt, that video you sent, that little advice you gave me last week changed my entire life"? And if so, what did that feel like? I
mean, it's a good feeling, and it's what keeps me kind of going in a sense. And I've had it a couple times, not as frequently as I would like to, because I would like to have a bigger impact on people. Yeah. But I mean, it's an amazing feeling. Like one of my buddies of mine came up to me. Oh, stepbrother, he asked me, he's like, hey, can you help me, apply for college? He's behind on, trying to get to college and stuff like that, and filling out that application. That right there is like, man, he reached out to me amongst all other people.
There's a reason. There's a reason why he came to
You know
Matt,
what I mean? And it's like for that right there, it's like I gotta be who I am for him, so that he could be successful. So he knows he can come to somebody. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter anybody that I talk to. They say, oh, who can I go to if I need help? Matt, because I know he's going to be there to me.
Go to Matt Valencia.
He's going to help me out. You know what I mean?
Matt, so basically, if you want to help anybody, anything, if you want to help, you hit up Matt Valencia. If you want to help after hours, you hit up Matt Valenciago.
Man,
I'm gonna be the new.
that's gonna be the new Instagram man, Matt Valenciago.
Somebody's gonna text you or hit you up later tonight. Yo, I need your help. You're like, yo, what do you need? You know, advice? Like, no.
Man.
I need help from Matt Valenciago. That's a whole different type of help. But one of the last videos you posted, and the video that I think stood out to me the most, was a video you made about selflessness.
Okay.
And that was the one that really stood out to me, and it really made me kind of do some reflection on myself and the people I interact with. And we're going to play the video, and then we'll come right back and we'll talk a little bit about the video and about selflessness, the act of being selfless. So, ladies and gentlemen, third and last video from Mr. Matt V, a.k.a. Matt Valencia, a.k.a. Matt Valenciago. Let me get the volume up for you. Technical difficulty, but we good. Here we go.
Man, one thing I noticed about the greats is that they all have selfless dreams and selfless visions. For example, Martin Luther King. He had a vision that was completely beyond him. But today in society, we're all selfish. How can this help me? How can this do this XYZ for me? How can I get more money? It's not about that. It's about helping others achieve their goals, and along the way, somebody will help you too.
Being selfless.
Yeah.
Why, as easy as that message sounds, as easy as we would think it is to take in that message and put it into practice, why is being selfless so hard for some people to do?
I mean, honestly, my honest answer to that, I think it's based on American culture.
Okay.
Because American culture is to consume. 70% of the American economy is based on consumer purchases. You know, that's how we transfer money, because we consume. That's why we have ridiculous amounts of trash in our in our landfills and whatnot, because we consume and we throw away. That's the community that we have set. Mm-hmm. So to change that would be great. To reduce how much we're consuming, that's why we're a large fraction of us are obese based compared to other countries. Like, if we can reduce our consumptions, and give more to the community, to those who don't have it. Mm. There's a huge population of homeless people in New York City. It's a huge population, but, you know, people throw away food. Yeah. Right down the street. It'd be right down the street, you throw away food. And it's like somebody, you know, did a lot of work for that. You know, someone could really need that.
And here we are taking 2 spoonfuls, throwing it out.
And throwing it out. And it's like that right there, it's got so many, you know, things. So that's why I think we have a culture that's set of just consumption at vast rates, that I think that it just comes to the forefront. It's like, this is why, you know, we're so selfish, because all we're thinking about is consuming instead of giving. If you think about it, even during the periods of Christmas, that's why Christmas feels so different. Yeah. If you think about it, the whole year you're consuming, but once for 2 months, let's say, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas time, you start giving, everything starts feeling different.
You feel better.
You feel better.
You feel good.
You feel good.
You got the spirit of giving.
Yeah, you got the spirit of giving. What about the other 10 months? Were you giving at that point in time?
I mean, I don't got time to give for 10 months. I mean,
but
for 2 months I can give. You trying to get me to give for 10 months, but that's how some people are feeling.
But think about it though. All right, you're one person out of millions. If you do one good thing, if you give one to the community, I give something to the community, someone else gives something to the community, that's how we uplift the community. That's how you got to do it together. It's not, I'm not no one-man army. There's no way that's going to happen. That's what I think.
This is deep, man. And this is why, like I always say during every episode, there's always one moment in the show where I remember, this is why I have this person on the show. It's that moment of enlightenment, that moment of zen, that make party moment where that person just blows the roof off and just says that one thing that I know is going to stay with most of the listeners, if not all the listeners. So Matt Valenciago. Now, I was going through your Facebook a while back, and I came across a statement that you posted. And it made me think about the message you're preaching now, telling everybody, you know, pretty much be focused on different things. Be focused on your goals, on your dreams. And the post you made was, if you're not talking business, keep it moving.
Yeah. I mean, it was a bit of an aggressive post, I'm going to be honest.
But for me, when I saw it, I thought about, to me, it fell in line with the approach you're taking to life right now, or the message you were preaching.
Yeah.
Am I misinterpreting?
No.
Okay.
You're good.
Now, did something prompt you to were you speaking to anyone or any group in particular?
In particularly.
He was like, yes,
All
mom.
right. No. So in particular, I'm gonna be honest. It's because this year, one of my New Year's resolutions was to stop drinking.
Okay, because you used to get lit. No,
pretty much. No, it was to stop drinking. I had a fact that I stumbled across towards the end of December, and it was that there's 50% of Hispanics pretty much in the United States, about 15% of the United States population, right? 50% of the contribution of alcohol, the alcohol market, is from Hispanics. 50% of the market is Hispanics and people who are Hispanic. So it's like, to me, it's like, how can I be different if I'm doing the same thing that they're doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, it was like, it was kind of to a targeted group to say, hey, look, like the people that I messed with before that didn't have the same goals and visions as me and they wanted to be in that crowd, they wanted to be doing those things. I have stuff to do. It's not that we're, not cool or anything, but I have stuff that I got to accomplish in order to be something better and be something bigger than myself.
Nice.
And it goes back to that selflessness, I guess, right?
So everybody, if you ain't talking business, keep it moving and don't say it to Matt Valenciago. No, but seriously, it is a good way of thinking. I'll be honest, on our way down here, I talked to you about what it's like to be a dad now. I'm a brand new dad. And I guess...
Kudos to you, man.
Yeah, I do what I do, and shout out to my partner in crime, Teresa V. Anna. We talked about, what's my mindset now. I guess my mindset now is, if you ain't talking about, not so much business, but if you ain't talking about something that will help me progress as a person and the community progress as a person, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Because I have a son who I need to create a legacy for. A positive legacy, a legacy of financial stability, a legacy of success. So if you ain't talking business, keep it moving. Hashtag Matt Valenciago. So with that said, I want to once again thank Matt Valencia for being here. But before I let you go, is there one last thing you want to say to the listeners, to anybody that's considering, for anybody who's I guess conflicted with that whole thing of moving forward, of being productive, of giving back to the community, who's fighting with selflessness? What do you have to say?
I mean, just go do it. Just go do it. Stop thinking about
Hashtag Nike.
Stop thinking about what it is that's holding you back, or what you can't do, or any of the negative things. Whatever it is, whatever you want, just go do it. That's all it is, and everything is just gonna fall in the line right after it. The chips are just gonna fall. Start with one task. Once you get one task done, start with the second task. Get the second task done, start with the third task. And I think that goes true for all people, young, old, and so on. And even if, and motivate people yourself, encourage people, push people to do better for themselves. I think a lot of people struggle and are just unmotivated. They know what they want, they just aren't motivated enough to go after it. And it's just small tasks you got to do to get there.
Baby steps.
Yeah, it's just take baby steps, one step at a time. If you do, contribute to at least an hour a day to your goal. At least. An hour is not a lot of time. You spend an hour on social media if you wanted to.
Oh,
you can spend a lot more than an hour on social media.
You spend like 3 hours on World Star alone.
Yeah, so that's time right there where you could be reading a book about whatever industry you want to get into. Find out, learn something new, and it's just start doing that day in and day out, because at the end of the day, that's what really is going to end up blowing you up and starting to get what you want, And
most important, even on a Friday, stay grinding.
Yeah, Friday,
for your
Saturday,
goals.
Sunday.
Grinding for your goals, not the grinding y'all thinking about.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, man.
Grind always. Matt Valencia, anyone who wants to find you on social media, where can they find you on Facebook?
On Facebook?
Are we just doing the Instagram?
Yeah, we're just going to stay with Instagram.
We're just doing the
Instagram
Instagram, because there's some crazy people on Facebook who are trying to grind on Friday. So on Instagram, they can find you at Matt_V93. And what's next? What's the next big thing? What's the next thing we can expect in the career that is Matt Valencia?
I mean, I'm looking to do big things this year. I'm trying to, like I said, blow up my business a lot more. And I'm trying to pretty much continue with these motivational videos. If I can help one person, then that's great. If I can help 2 people, that's awesome. If I can help 3, then man, we're in business. We're moving. You know what I mean? We're moving faster. So that's really what I'm trying to do with this. And I mean, I wanted to just give a shout out and thank you for this opportunity and whatnot. And I also wanted to say, hey man, more people got to be just like you. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Because man, you said one thing. It's like building a legacy for your kids. Yeah. Building a legacy for your kids, and that's really what it's about. You know, for your last name, and it's just like keep doing that. You got to keep doing that, man. Each generation's got to progress them further along. And if you keep pushing your family, then that's you're gonna push your whole community by doing that.
It's a great message. I want everybody to take everything that Matt just said, everything he said throughout this whole interview, and hopefully we can make the world a better place. Because for some people, it's a scary place right now. It's a very scary place for some people. But if you check out his first video, you mentioned, no politician is gonna. How'd you put it? No politician is gonna.
No politician. In my opinion, I don't think any politician is gonna make a huge difference or impact in your community. I mean, legally, they're gonna do a lot. Yeah. That's gonna impact your community overall. But nobody's gonna come. Nobody's gonna come and talk to the kids. Nobody's gonna come and do these things that we need in our communities. We need to learn a lot more. We need to invest a lot more in education, and we can do that. We just have to unite and do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Valencia, a.k.a. Matt Valenciago, PHNXMPM Live, PHNXMPM.com.
PHNXMPM Live.
Make party be the movement. We make party.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Oh, that was crazy.
How you feel about it?
That was awesome, though.
Good, man.
I think I got some good messages out of that.
Definitely.
That I can like use now to like post on my Instagram and stuff like that. What do you think about it, though?
No, I think it was good, man. It was good.
Yeah. How did your like Instagram thing go?
I had 2 or 3. Whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. You had a couple?
Yeah. Nah, it's just like my this one guy that my dad
keep talking.
This one guy.
These were during the interview shots.
All right. This one guy that I know that oh man, he just talks so much shit every time I put something up.
Making sure we're not going live, but we're not live. Stop recording. Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going live.